107.7 GNA, Albany's #1 for new country. Marissa and Maddie in for Sean and Bethany while they continue their vacation. And we've got a special guest on the phone right now. He happens to be opening up for the Zac Brown Band on Saturday at SPAC. You can grab all the ticket details and show info at WGNA.com. But it's Drake White.
Hey, it's Drake. What's happening?
Hey, Drake. So I know that you just got done for the album release. You know, you did 5 cities, 3,000 miles all in one day. Are you recovered or what?
I have been sleeping. I got some good sleep. But yeah, it was crazy.
It was all for charity too, right?
Yeah. We chose 5 different charities on the day and just started in New York with the fire department. Went New York to Dallas, Dallas to Wichita, Wichita to Denver, then Denver to L.A. Did that all in a day and benefited some really great charities. Man, it was unbelievable to get to do that and get to release a record like that. Just credit my team. I had that idea a long time ago and we brought it to life, and it turned out really, really good for us.
Well, you mentioned the new record. We're on the phone with Drake White. The new album, Spark, is available now. Congratulations, by the way, on just an awesome, soulful, amazing piece of art.
Thank you very much, man. It was kind of a labor of love. I'm so happy about it and happy about how people are responding to it.
Well, speaking of responding, like, everyone, too, is tweeting about the album. I saw, like, John Rich tweeted, hey, this is great, buy it. Kit Moore doing the same, Randy Houser. How does it feel to get that kind of respect from your peers?
You know, I think that's one of the most rewarding things, you know, maybe next to the philanthropic side of everything, you know, to come out here and work and write songs and come out to Nashville amongst everybody. You know, validation's a big thing for an artist, but to have them come back and listen to the album and get phone calls and have them say, man, you knocked it out of the park, or I really love this song, or man, I really dig what you're doing. It's wonderful.
I'm going on your Twitter account, and I'm seeing all of the fan reaction, which is kind of insane. Somebody said, just listen to Spark for the first time. Needless to say, I'm not sleeping tonight. Amazing. My mind is blown. Another one saying it's incredible. Stops people in their tracks when I play it for them. Another one's calling it like it's a drug that they can't shake. Like, you know, it's one thing to get the accolades from your peers, but then how about the fan reaction? Like, were you expecting anything like that?
You know, I got dropped on my birthday for my first record deal. So to come out of that and to come and get another record deal with Dot and Scott Borchetta coming in and doing that, and then saying, you know, having to kind of that switch in my brain, and it's like, you know what, I am going to do this. I know what I can do, and I know what everybody expects of me. I know what my peers expect of me. And so I went in and just really spent some time alone, spent some time with some great writers over the last 5 years. I mean, I wrote hundreds of songs, and I knew what we had was special, and I knew the writing was good in it, but you don't ever know. Music's so subjective. Any kind of art's so subjective. And so to have the fans come back, fans that have been surviving off of YouTube, listening to us jam, you know, live performances and songs, to have a great live presence is awesome, but, you know, we needed that other piece of the puzzle, which was that record. So to have those fans, that is the most important part, is the fan.
On the phone with Drake White, opening for the Zac Brown Band this Saturday at SPAC. Now, you mentioned the live shows. Can you maybe tell some of the things that you've picked up being on the road with the Zac Brown Band? Because it seems like such a perfect match and a perfect fit together, but is there anything you've picked up or seen Zac do and you're like, hey, you know what? That's pretty cool. I'm going to try that.
Zac's been unbelievable. His guys have been great. You know, he does little things, and the bar is so high that he puts out there. Us as a band, we go out there and watch it every show. We take it as an opportunity to go out there and learn. And Zac and his band are really good. They talk a lot about moments, about creating those moments during a show that people connect to, because that's what people remember in a live performance. They remember 4 or 5 moments. You know, the whole show's great, but that moment where that soldier came out on the stage and saluted the fans, and there was flags flying, and he was singing. The moment where Chicken Fry comes out, that's a moment. And musically, to make those moments is what we dig in and try to do every night. And that's what we're doing, man. I do me, and I get out there and act like a crazy man that's pants have been lit on fire, and we just get after it. And it's a lot of energy, and it's a circus, and I may climb the rails, I may jump off into the crowd, I may, spit on the front row on accident.
When you're going nuts at a performance like that, does anyone from the record label, the tour, ever come up to you after a show, be like, listen, Drake, we love what you're doing, but don't take chances like that?
It happens nearly every show. They come, they're like, we got a lot of time invested. Like, you can't climb the scaffolding. And I just do it again and again and again and again. Because I said, man, I was working construction before I did this, and I was climbing like 50-foot ladders with no safety harnesses. I mean, whoever said that a grown man can't climb a ladder? It's not dangerous. Like, I get if I was up there drunk as a skunk and couldn't walk. Yeah. But I'm a capable man. Like, I'm going to climb stuff, people.
Sounds like a perfect photo op to me, personally.
Hey, see, opportunity. That's what I tell.
On the phone with Drake White. You know, you mentioned moments on the tour. Have you had a favorite moment?
Last week, we doubled up in Boston at that little baseball park called Fenway.
Oh, we've heard of that. Yeah, we've heard of that one.
It's really small, though. Drake, it's really tiny.
Red Sox. Is that right? Red Sox.
Yeah.
Right there. The second night at Fenway, me and Zach have been doing Jack and Diane, the John Cougar song. I called Zach for that run. I said, hey, my album's out this week, man. I'm so proud of it. Thank you for everything you've done for me. But I got a big ask for you, man. Because he sang on Back to Free, one of the songs on Spark.
Yep.
Him and the band. And I said, what if we did Back to Free together, like during your set? And he didn't even hesitate. He was like, yeah, man, let's do it. It was just a magic moment. My wife was there, a bunch of friends were there. There was 40,000 people there, so it was incredible.
Are you on stage at Fenway? Are all the bars you played at in Alabama and all the small shows, are all those moments kind of running through your mind and like, wow, I'm here now?
Yeah, that's emotional. I mean, it really is the life of a troubadour and the life of a music man and a band. You just kind of expect like that old 15-passenger van and those flat tires and, you know, the cheap motels. It sounds cliche, but I mean, when you got out there and you've done it, it hasn't happened quick for us. We haven't got the hit that's blasted up the charts and just went nuts for everybody, but we've got those good, slow-moving hits. With Living the Dream's taken 30 weeks to get to where it's gotten now, and it's still crushing. We're still doing really good, but needless to say, like, our career path has been long and drawn out. So yes, all those crap hole bars and all the early morning planes and all that stuff, it's not fancy, it's not, you know, like shiny, and it's rough and it's happy and it's good, but you know you're supposed to do it, so you keep doing it. So all those times do pay off. And
now the food is much better in the Zach tour, right, with Chef Rusty?
Yeah, you just have to bump up the treadmill runs and the workout, because Chef Rusty's just, me and him became really good friends over the last couple of months. And two things I've learned about Rusty: you don't challenge him to like anything. He's very competitive, and you definitely don't drink with him. Like
he's a big guy.
Yeah, and he's Cajun. So.
Well, if anyone doesn't know Chef Rusty, he's like Zach's personal chef. He's on the tours. He's had a reality show.
Can he cook for us on Saturday? Can he do that?
Maybe Drake can help us out with that.
I'm sure he'll have something cooking. He's got a grill like attached to his back.
It's like a superhero pack. Hey, yeah. Drake, man, we're so looking forward to seeing you open for Zach up here at SPAC this Saturday night. It's gonna be like one awesome fiesta to wrap up summer here in the Capital Region. We're looking forward to having you back, bud.
I cannot wait, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Can't wait to see everybody and all the fans.